Okay, so I'm all happy now. Because I went to class, and we didn't have class. He was just there so we could turn in our final crossword puzzle, but it's not even due till Monday. And he's not going to show up on Monday. So, and I told him I had all this other homework that I needed to turn in, so he gave me his address. So I have to mail all my homework by Monday. And then I can pass still. Happy days, happy days. And now I want to go to the amusement park and play. I make total sense, don't I? I just went over a freak out about not doing homework, and I want to go play at a adventure park, at an amusement park. Somebody better knock some sense into me. I think the roller coaster can knock a lot of sense into me, to be honest. Oh no, it's beeping. Also, on a social media website, I posted, let's see, I'm a shithead on that social media one. And I told her, my status was, who wants to have one of those fun-filled days and take this lady to Adventureland? And then somebody liked it, and I'm like, I'm being dead serious. I commented on my own thing. I really want to go to get a thrill off those roller coasters. Message me if you'd pay for me. I mean, I can pay for myself, but I don't want to be honest. Then I'd message you back for once and give you my phone number, and you could either pick me up or we could meet there. To anyone who has nothing better to do but spend an amazing day with this beautiful lady and make everyone else jealous, and I can help be a wing lady for you. And you can pick up chicks, ha ha ha. And we can take pictures and post them on here. And to make all those chicks who aren't giving you attention give you attention, because who wouldn't want to be with you if you got to hang with such an amazing person like myself? It's a no-brainer. For your reputation, I can help you out. I mean, if you don't want to pay, I can pay for myself. Just message me, laugh my ass off. I'm desperate for Adventureland at the moment. And then somebody commented, wing lady. LOL. I'm gonna say yes. Wait. Yes. Are you in need of a wing lady? LMAO. I need to go buy deodorant. I just ran out today. Well, I used it, but it's just like at the very end where you just need to go get some more. I don't feel like being a stinky kid in that Adam Sandler Big Daddy's movie. Plus, I feel like a bat today. Look what I'm wearing. This shirt. I broke it. It used to have a gold chain on it and it looked really fly. But I broke it. Oh, look, I'm a bat. You can see me inside. I like this shirt. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh the page and see if anyone is taking up on my offer. Nobody wants to have fun. No one wants to deal with me. God, I just posted on a social place for somebody to pay for me to go to an amusement park, and telling them, well, this isn't going to be a date because I just want somebody some company. I can help you get numbers and get chicks, but you're not going to get my number, be like my lady. I'm not going to be your lady, I mean. Maybe, unless It could happen if we clicked, and if you can handle someone like me. And I wanted to just thank somebody I met today, who's always, he's a little shithead. Because with my last relationship, I was really codependent with him. So once you get out of a relationship where you're really codependent on somebody and you try to meet somebody else, you're like, you don't know how to act right or do what you're, you know what I mean? And this guy put up with all the baggage that came along with me when I met him. My glass is crooked. And he has been there since. Like, even, like, I'm a very addictive person. I have a very addictive personality. And for some reason, he's really smart. Or he's just really good at being a boss, you know what I'm saying? And he has to be really smart, or he's just a nice guy who doesn't want to make me feel bad and leave me by myself. Because all these other guys don't know how to do that. They don't. And like, they get really, they want to try to be somebody they're not with me. Because they like me and they want to try to impress me. That don't impress me. Just be who you are. Be like weird, vulnerable, goofy. All that other stuff, that stuff doesn't impress me. Because you're vulnerable and who you truly are, that's being cocky. Like, even if it's weird, to me, I think that's sexy and hot. Like, and everyone's not nice. And I kept being really nice to people when I shouldn't have been nice to people. Because I learned about, if you're not virtuous to me, I don't have to be virtuous to you. And I just learned that. And I want somebody to be, like, nice to me, but don't kiss my ass. And let me take control of you, because I like control, love control. Don't let me take control of you. And for me to even say this, and all this stuff is embarrassing to say, like, you know, it's embarrassing, but it's the truth. And you can't run from the truth, and the truth will set you free. And then once you get past all the stuff you don't want to talk about, or you pretend that's not there, then you can feel comfortable with yourself and be more confident with yourself and be more independent and do things on your own and feel happy when you're alone. And this one guy and that guy that I was talking about, he knows how to give me space, even if I don't want space. He takes it anyways. He takes it because I can consume people. It's not nice to say, and I shouldn't be proud about it. Our society is so messed up with love. I'm not perfect. I'm imperfectly perfect. Even if I try to, before I was trying to be so perfect and try to be somebody I wasn't. I can't apologize because some things I did weren't very nice and it's not nice to trick people. I told this one guy last night, because this one guy, he's been talking to me. That one guy said that my heart's somewhere else, so if I don't answer. That one guy who I was texting. And then he finally was like, last night, he's like, he wanted to watch a movie today, and I'm like, I might be going somewhere. And so he's like, last night, what's to watch a movie? And I had homework and stuff, and of course I don't want to do my homework because I was overwhelmed and I needed a neck massage. And so I had him come over, and I told this guy, because he is a horn dog, and like, you had to turn me on intellectually. He did not understand that at all. because I wasn't even trying to get with him. I don't want to get with anybody like that when they're being a horn. I'm gonna play you just like you're doing. Like, if you're gonna try to be a horn dog with me, obviously you're not gonna get shit from me. But I'm gonna make you think you can get shit from me. But never in your wildest dreams can you have anything from me. And then I'm gonna reverse your psychology and turn you into a better person who treats women right. I trick you to make you good and learn how to be virtuous and equal towards women. Okay, and I made him give me a back massage. But he sucked. And then we're gonna watch this, for some reason last night I went to Walmart and got Crab Ragoon stuff to make Crab Ragoon. And I rented this Spring Breakers. And so I was gonna watch this movie with him. I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, okay, I like to cuddle. Well, first I made him give me a back massage. And he wanted to cuddle, and I'm like, oh my god, no. I didn't like it. It was the opposite of click. Complete opposite of click. So I'm like, no, we're not watching this movie. We're gonna sit here and talk, and I'm gonna drive you crazy. But we had some interesting conversations. Because I learned that he was from El Salvador. And I learned that there, women are treated, the men are in charge of the women there. And that's crazy. I told him that if I lived in a place like that, my head would already be chopped off. For me being a woman and wanting to have equal rights and not be used as a sex symbol, a sex object. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to be used. I'm a human being. I want to be treated with respect. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a woman. Just because I have boobs and a vagina doesn't mean you can treat us like sex objects. No. We have emotions. And these men try to cage us women. They are so fucking stupid. They are really stupid. Because they're trying to they think they know what they need to satisfy them, which is sex. And they'll forever be unsatisfied with life, so they'll keep trying to find pointless one-night stands to make their life feel like something is there, when they're going to have this whole lack of, they're never going to be satisfied in their whole life because they never had a wild woman. Because they try to tame women. If you try to tame your woman, you're going to be forever dissatisfied with life. And you're going to be a little shithead prick. So all those good guys who know how to let their woman be wild, all those douchebags who want one night stands, everyone thinks that those guys are like the shit and they're so happy in life. No. Those good guys, and I'm giving them a voice because a lot of people won't speak up for that part. And who would? Why are you telling them this? They don't need to know that. These humble guys that keep it on the DL, that know they got it good. See, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to keep that a secret, but I can't help it. I just want to rub it in those douchebags' faces. I accept you for being a douchebag. I know you've just been hurt in your life and you don't want to. That goes for all the bitches out there. I respect all you guys because I understand that you had your heart broken. That's why you are the way you are. But I'm saying, just don't give up on love. You're gonna find the person who you're meant to be with, and you'll be forever satisfied in this lifetime and in the next lifetime. I'm still thinking about that, the next lifetime. That's the one thing I'm still debating over. Because I want to have something to believe in after this life, even though I don't know what it is. I want to have that hope that this isn't it, that when I die it's not just, everything's over. You know what I mean? I want to have something good to look forward to. And, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this and see if anyone... Oh, nobody wants to take me to Adventureland. Am I gonna have to go by myself? Okay, fine. I'm gonna type a new stuff, so fine. Am I going to have to go by myself? Laugh my ass off. I'll pay for myself. No, I'm not going to type that because I don't want to pay for myself. I'm going to type in, don't let me intimidate you. I'm actually really shy and sweet. No, I'm really shy. Okay, fine. Am I going to have to go by myself? I really would like some good company. Laugh my ass off. Don't let me intimidate you. I'm really shy / sweet. Smiley face. Oh, and I took my medicine today. I got caught up in my sleep again, and I took my medicine. And you can tell on my videos when I take my medicine the differences. It's kind of interesting to look at. And it helps me understand if this medicine, and I drink caffeine when I take my medicine, and that's why. If I didn't drink that, I just like caffeine when I take my medicine. I know it's probably not good, but it's kind of cool to see the differences when I do take my medicine and when I don't. And my brain, my processes, because I just speak what's on my mind. I speak what's on my mind, even on my subconscious mind, because I can understand my subconscious mind. And so then it makes me feel like I'm not saying every single thing that's on my mind, because I'm already saying what's on my subconscious mind. But not everything. I don't say the really like insecure parts of my subconscious mind. And that's the kind of stuff that will make you free, like right now. I just want somebody to have fun with and not be by myself. That's the truth. I'm just really lonely. And I just want somebody to have good conversations with. Like, you don't have to be like the smartest person in the whole world, or the have the body of a rock star. You don't have to have a body like a rock star or money. Even though I act like I want somebody who's a sugar daddy. Of course, everybody does. Guys want a sugar mama. If they could have a sugar mama, somebody pay for them. Oh, hell yeah, they would want that shit. And of course, I'm gonna want somebody who's gonna pay for me, because I don't want to work. Nobody does. Everyone wants to go on adventures and go have fun. It's the truth. Well, there's exceptions. There's always exceptions, and I love exceptions. Exceptions are interesting. But in actuality, the money, if you stimulate my mind, like, and when I say turn me on intellectually, It's more of like when you're just being who you are and speaking what's on your mind and being vulnerable. That's how you can discover who you are as a person, even if it's not correct and the insecure things aren't true. By you letting them out in the open, you can look at that and be like, really? You're so much more, and so much more awesome and more pretty and beautiful than any of those insecure thoughts. And then you can be more confident with yourself and be who you are. Because everyone, if you think about it, everybody, if you go into their house and you find out who they are, everybody is just like you and me. We all get sad, and we all get lonely, and we all make mistakes, and we all have sex. Well, unless you're a nun. I think those people have been tricked to think that way. They want to be pure, I don't know. I think they've been tricked by the church. People read the Bible so closely. They're just bored. They didn't have any TV. They needed to make stories up. They're probably just sitting there trying to make some bread or something. And then they see this guy with a shepherd, and if you really think, if you're sitting back there in that day in time, well, women didn't have much power, did they? Because we didn't have a lot of power. So the guys would be like making all these stories up, and like, you see, they're probably like delusional too, because they probably had funky water or something. They're like, you see that guy with that sheep over there? And they would have hours and hours, no internet or anything. They'd have to make their own entertainment. I wish people would do that. They make their own entertainment. Like, and talk about things. That's how we entertain each other. You can entertain each other by talking about things and making stories up and diving into your creativity side. Because I think a lot of things have stopped. Like with businesses, we just like to add on to ideas, because we don't understand that all these businesses and all these things back in the day when they first got here, someone had to think of it and create it. But now we think that there's only a certain amount. There's limitations. There's no limitations. You can do whatever you want, and there's always a need for more entertainment and creative entertainment. Just gotta explore your imagination. And I love how I can just talk for 20 minutes on this thing. And before, I could hardly talk about I could hardly even give myself my voice. I was so anxious and so insecure of my own voice because I listened to others too much. And now I can finally I'm feeling more and more comfortable every day to talk and be the imperfect person I am, and make weird faces, and not always, yeah, I'm good, how are you? I was flossing my tooth this morning, and I didn't floss my teeth this morning. I don't know, just talk about random things. The weatherman today. Hi, how are you? How's the weather? Oh, it's sunny out. The weatherman told me it was sunny out. I gotta say, it's cloudy. What are you talking about? But the weatherman said it was sunny, so it's sunny. Ah, I see. Will you be my friend? Because if you allow the weatherman to control your thoughts, I just want to understand your thoughts and laugh at them. Until you laugh at your thoughts and understand that you've been tricked. But I won't be mean. Well, yes, I will. I probably will be mean and be rude. But you can be mean and rude, but in a playful way. Sarcastic, smart-ass way. But we can also have meaningful and deep, serious conversations too. And if I ever this goes to anybody who, if anyone ever sees this, if I ever really offend you, like, if you have a weakness, like, you know, with my eyes are my weakness, and I get really sensitive when people poke at my vision, even if they don't mean it, you know, they don't understand my past with my mom being blind and my vision being so bad. So we aren't perfect people, and if I ever do anything like that to you, just tell me, and I'll apologize, because I know how it's like, and I'll try not to go in that area, as in for respect wise, but you have to communicate with me back and tell me, hey, that's not cool, that really does hurt, and either I will finally be okay with try to be less sensitive and joke about my vision, but those weak spots with people, you have to at least let them figure their way out of feeling okay about it, because I was harassed severely in high school about it, and bullied by ignorant guys. And those people, and I'm a really sensitive person, and people just are trying to poke fun, even if they're jackasses about it. That can really hurt somebody. Like, you don't know what people have to go, when they go home, what they deal with. Yeah, I bet they didn't know when I went home that I went home to go help my mom see things. And I won't hold that against them. I just want to make them feel guilty for them being jackasses, so that I can change and be nice. My mom makes me feel guilty all the time. She thinks it's funny. That's what I think she thinks. She does it on purpose. She manipulates me through guilt. I'm not trying to make you. I feel guilty, and you know it. Guilt is a very good manipulator, very good tool to use on people. People do it all the time. I would like that. I want to understand why I do the thing, like why I am, how I do it, and what certain areas that I do it in, and like, I think that's fascinating to figure out my intentions and my desires and what I want from people, to create relationships where we don't pretend like we don't want what we want, and then we're continually in a lie because we're not actually saying what we really want, so then we end up getting hurt because we are just in this lie. So then we always feel unsatisfied, but you'll feel satisfied once you say the truth with each other, because, okay, I accept that, you accept that, cool. Does that make sense? I could elaborate a lot on a lot of things. But I had a good day now. See how much pressure I put on myself with that homework? The stress and the worries, and finally I'm like, if I had to accept the fact that it's just a class and I can retake it, even though my mom would be pissed off at me. I learned a lot about myself this summer, and I had to deal with a lot of things and grow. And a lot of people do, and that doesn't give me the. And she has to work, even though she has to go through stuff. She doesn't get to just take breaks off. And I don't. I shouldn't be that exception. If I did, I would say I'm better than somebody else, and I don't have to struggle the way they struggle. See, look at that guilt. Look at that guilt. I guilt myself. Because I know it's the truth, and I know I need to go get a job. And I can't live off somebody else. Because that's not fair. And I like justice, and I like things that are fair. And if I preach something and I'm not doing it, then why would somebody else need to do it? You know what I mean? I'm 20 years old, and I'm finally understanding my own voice and my own reasons for things, and trying to trying, there's a difference between, of course I'm trying, but there's a difference between trying and doing. There's a difference between saying words and actually doing things. There's a difference between thinking things, saying things, and doing things. All you have to do is change your mind and change your actions and change your environment. That's what recovery taught me. Whoop-de-doo. Because when I first got into recovery, get this, I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word to anybody. I was so insecure with my voice. I'd wear, and my body, I would wear baggy clothes, like baggy Jordan shorts. I'd wear other people's clothes because I don't know. I liked wearing my friends' clothes because they were meaningful. And I would wear a stocking cap. I looked like a little thug, and I would wear dark colors like black and I just thought that what I had to say didn't matter as much as other people. Because I had been silenced for so long and mistreated. And then right now I can say to myself, because that was an old thought, that everyone was so against me, and they really weren't. Well, some people were. But the only way I can because before I used anything, before in school, when bad things happen, I've been so emotional lately. Before, it's because I'm thinking too much about what other people are thinking and caring too much. And before, back in the day, I would do whatever I wanted and not care what anyone else thought. And then people would point out my flaws in school. People, my friends, would point them out, and I never knew anything was wrong with me. And there's nothing wrong with me, I'm just who I am. But back then, being a teenager, and you finally notice it, and you're like, that's not very nice to do that to me because you don't feel secure with yourself. And I finally understand that now. And I remember back in 7th grade, I would wear brand name clothes and I would look really good. But I was so insecure, I would look at other girls and be like, I wouldn't like her just because of the way she looked. Or the way she acted. Because I was insecure with myself. That's how come. And I hurt a lot of people too. Because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand I was so insecure and wanted to look good and wanted to be accepted, that I didn't understand other people's feelings. But I took it all out on myself. Back in the day, I used to shoplift because I wanted what I couldn't have, and I didn't want to pay for it. I got arrested when I was younger for doing that. In 2009, the first day of 2009, I got arrested at Shields. Why am I smiling about that? See, that's what's wrong. Smiling because I was a teenager, I made mistakes, and I got caught, I'm glad I got caught, because I used to steal all the time, like makeup and clothes, all those things that we were brainwashed to think that we needed to fit in and look good and want everybody to, yeah. And then, back in the day, in high school, I got an eating disorder, and I was bulimic. Those were some, um, you can look so good. All these girls can. I had a lot of girlfriends, and they all had eating disorders too. And we all had issues, and we all shoplift. We all smoked, those girls that look so freaking pretty. Like so, like everybody wants them. But and then they come off as being hoochie mamas. And because we all felt insecure about ourselves. And because of the way society's man wanted us to think we needed to be. And I'm glad today I don't have to do that. I don't have to shoplift. I don't have to throw up my food. And talk about, I remember I would sit in my shower. I felt like I would be surrounded by people. I'd surround myself with so much people so I didn't feel alone. I did. And then once I got home, I felt like, I just felt, I would get highs off of people. Then I got home, I would feel low. And then I would even, I remember just sitting in my shower, holding myself and, crying. Because I felt so alone and so, nobody wanted me. Even though I was with all these people before and they all wanted me. It's kind of weird to think about. And I only am saying these kind of things on here so that if somebody else is going through what I went through, and I got past it, and it made me resilient, and I'm who I am today, and I'm happy today, that you can get through it too. And I'll be here for you. I'll help you. I'll help you see how beautiful you are. Because all those clothes and all those makeup and all the weight, it don't matter. It's your soul, your heart. That's what matters. That's what makes you a beautiful person. Your smartness, and back in the day, I would be in high school. I'd be so promiscuous. Because I didn't know, like that Lil Wayne song, How to Love. You had a lot of crooks try to steal your heart. Never knew how to love. And now I'm sitting here in this corner trying to put it together and understand that I deserve respect from men. And I deserve to be treated right. And I'm not a sex object. So when I talk about all these things and why I want to support women so much, is because I've been that girl. I've been that insecure girl who only wanted to feel love. And I can share my love now because I have the strength. I have the strength to help other people love themselves because I can love myself today for who I am. And another thing, if we're talking about the scars of yesterday, I know people cut themselves. And I remember I did it a few times back in the day. I wasn't really big into that. I never wanted to kill myself because I got everything I wanted in life, and I had a mother who loved me unconditionally, so I never feel like I want to kill myself because I have somebody who's always going to be there and who loves me for who I am. And I want to be that person for other people who ever think they want to end their life. I will love you unconditionally for who you are, and I understand your pain, and know that you're never alone. I'm alone a lot, so if you're alone a lot, just message me and know that I'll be here and go do something fun. Or make YouTube videos like me and then show me what you're doing, and you know what I mean? I'll be here. And I will love you for who you are. So don't ever think that ending your life is easier. Fuck all those zombies who want to be like everybody else. You just want to be yourself. And I understand that. And I'll love you for exactly who you are. And you can tell all those fuckers to fuck off. Because they're all shitheads. Who just want to fit in so they don't have to be alone and be them. Because if they were themselves, they'd be in your shoes. So I hope somebody's going to go to Adventureland with me today. Or I'll go by myself, maybe. I'll check it again. The truth will set you free. And it's hard to tell the truth. Those truths are hard to say. It's hard to accept. Because I don't want to say that about me. I don't want to say that's who I have been. The memories of back then, even though that's an old T.I. song, that's who they were as people. You know, memories back then. I like this concept of the song because the flaws. I can't point at their flaws. I can't. And I do like that song because it talks. You lay in your bed at night and think of who you've been, what kind of measures you went to, how desperate you have been, and just to not feel alone. But now I like being alone. Like, it's cool to hang out with people, but they drain me. I'm introvert. People don't believe me that I'm introverted. I'm really introverted. And I say I am really shy. I'm super shy. I'm bold though. I'm brave. Today I am brave. And music saved me. Those are brave people. Music saved me. If I didn't have music today, I'd be a completely different person. That's what music needs. Like with Kelly Clarkson. People like us. People like us. I'm gonna put that on my Twitter. Google. Twitter. People like us. That song. When when you're at that one point and nobody's always happy all the time. Sometimes you just get down. You feel the lows of life sometimes. And when you hear a song like that, People Like Us, it lifts your spirit up and says, I can get through this. And I want to say I love you and thank you to everyone who is doing that. I can't even put in words what you've done for me. I just wish I can pay it forward. That's all. Have a good day.